Our second winner bracket semifinal. Who's going to be the second team making it to the top 4? Radiance or Exodia? Exodia team, we haven't really seen much at all. And Radiance is a new upcoming team that have done well in tournaments. So
take a look at these.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. These are
players I know. Stockings, Bloodline,
Yep.
Rex. I mean, these are all players that you've probably seen. Bora Reach, a very good player. Very good Gengar player, by the way. I don't know if we're going to see that in the tournament, but I know Bora.
Some very
plays
interesting bands. We have a Doduo and an Eldegoss band, so something completely different.
When I see an Eldegoss ban, and tell me what you think about this. When I see an Eldegoss ban, I almost feel like that's a little bit of a throwaway ban, where they're
It's
trying
kind of
to
weird,
get
yeah.
something. But no one's grabbing Urshifu? Are you crazy? Okay, here we
go. They get Blissey and Urshifu. Not just one, but both of those Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's been
I feel
problem
like
though. Like that's, I guess, a throwaway one, right? They get either Urshifu, Blissey, or Scyther. They get 2 of those 3, right? If they ban Eldegoss, kinda. If they don't expect Radiance to ban one of those. So yeah, it could be a viable strategy. I know they also have the Blissey, and you kinda don't want to first pick Blissey when Urshifu and Scyther both open as well, right? Most likely. Stockings is an incredible Mew player, looking that in as well. Mew again, so many incredible Mew players.
I was going to say, Stockings is actually known for being amazing on Mew. Maybe instead of a throwaway ban, which, by the way, is just my theory, they could be targeting a very specific thing.
Could be as well.
Maybe instead of a throwaway ban, they could just ban Mew right there. And that way, either way, Radiance will ban, assumingly, one of the 2. But we've got Dodrio, Eldegoss, very weird early bans. And they both kind of feel like you're sort of almost not banning your opponent in a weird way. No way!
What is that? Exodia, what is this team comp? That looks...
I love this.
Dragon Knight as well, a Zoroark, and the Glaceon and Clefable for the left side. If there is a Gravity, can Zoroark play the game?
I mean, I feel like Clefable has to run Gravity into Zoroark, right? Especially into Dragonite, too. It really is good against Dragon Dance. It stops Throat Chop. Boy, this is... that Clefable might actually be the best possible thing going for Radiance right now outside of Mew, which I don't know the win rate on Mew for this tournament, but it feels like every match Mew is in, it's like incredibly dominant.
And I'm feeling right now into this another 200,000 damage Mew game at least, looking at this.
You could definitely see it with Blissey and Snorlax there. Yeah, absolutely.
They have so much HP on the side of Exodia, very tanky Pokemon as well. They're going to take a lot of damage for them to actually go down, so...
And remember, everyone, this is a match to decide who is going to be heading into Unite Rivals. Radiance or Exodia could be our second team securing their spot for the ultimate sort of showdown between NA and EU coming up on January 29th. The winner of this will get their ticket to Unite Rivals.
I would like to see Night Slash because I prefer it, but I feel like Feint Attack is always a bit more popular in tournaments right now because I think it has less room to mess up with compared to Night Slash. That's what I think at least. But I still prefer Night Slash personally. I really like this. It's such a fun ability. It's just very, very difficult to play at some point. Plus, you're just slapping that NDD and getting the last hit away from the Slowpoke. And Valent is already trying to stack up, dodging the boosted auto attack there with the illusion, or dropping some damage at least from it. And he's going to score another 5 points. The Mew is already dropping super low, but Rex also very, very low. Next Slow Beam could be the KO right here. If you can go for it. No, quite not. Relentless looking for the KO on Mew. Also not quite enough damage yet.
Ooh, very close. I mean, this is whoa, gosh, extremely aggressive from the Zoroark, just trying to grab their stacks and get as much as they can into that bottom path. And then we see they actually throw Urshifu into the central area here, which is pretty smart because you walk into path with Wicked Blow, the absolute best secure ever, as you run at those birds and everything goes down. Ghost, run, buddy. They're just scoring on your goal. There's not much you can do. You're a Clefable.
Yeah, and Scyther goes down. Scyther just gets the Altarias. You can't go into this Wicked Blow. As soon as you also go next to the Altaria down. Mew picking up Shenzi on bot lane though. Bottom path at least, the Radiance is getting a KO and also some points going in for them. And let's see if it's Feint Attack or Night Slash. I mean, again, I assume it's going to be Feint Attack.
I would have to assume so. Ooh, interesting. Looks like Bloodline looking for a possible steal here. Oh, but they just popped out of the bush. I don't know if he recognized that he was actually not inside that anymore. He kind of stood there like, wait, you can see me? Is this actually happening? As Hash is trying to take this. There is the Feint Attack. Moving on. Boom. Goodbye. This early Zoroark, so mean.
And he comboed it so well again. That's exactly how you combo it. And he gets an easy KO there with the Execute and the last final hit doing a crazy amount of damage. Glaceon, or level 7, gets hit by the big blow, and the Heavy Slam is there. Nice pick-off for the side of Exodia. And they're also going to find Clefable. Has no chance of getting away. Urshifu just does so much damage. 15 points more go in. Putting Exodia into a small lead, but still lead for this early game. So why not?
Nice job from Exodia right there. I mean, Urshifu is a Pokemon that's been banned out in almost every single match that we have seen today for good reason. And it could be a real difference maker here. It's just un-KOable and secures every objective. So tough to deal with. As we see Zoroark trying to jump in here, might have missed something actually, and that's one of the problems with Zoroark, not able to continue its combo. As Scyther is running back, Zoroark trying to pop back in and see if he can get something. Everyone getting knocked up by the heavy slam, but Zoroark once again has to back up as the Unite move comes in from Glaceon, looking for the KO there, not able to secure it, and we do have Dragonite evolving on the side of Exodia as they move down here for the spawn. Regirock is here, Chris.
Regirock is dropping on a half HP already. They're going for big blows, being charged up. Solimi is gonna get it. It's over to Mew. It's always the Mew players that just get away with things they shouldn't get away with. They have Dragon Knight, Hyper Beam, and Big Blow, but they're gonna turn it around with a huge Hyper Beam. 2 KOs, Slowbro go down, Clefable go down. They're gonna keep chasing under the Gilbert Radiance. Makes it towards their base. Urshifu gets picked up by Scyther, who now hits level 9. Can he maybe look for Unite move right here still? Looking maybe for the goal. Also, I want to mention we have a Skype Bro against 3 physical attackers on the South Exodia. All their damage is physical attacks. Dragon Knight, Zoroark, and Urshifu, and we have Skype against it. So it's going to be very difficult in team fights for Exodia late game to actually
that can
damage.
be really tough. That can be really tough for them. It's not only is slow, not only is it great damage, making Slowbro into a bit of a carry, but yeah, it also reduces attack of the enemies that you hit with it. So it's a nice little counter to all of these attackers here. However, they still got that execute damage on both their moves.
Urshifu now getting fully in there. Dragon Knight landing in Regieleki and just dying to it. Looking very funny. But yeah, Urshifu looking for a net move there, but that's the full heal value of Scyther there. Regieleki is actually resetting in HP. It's always weird, these camps. They have it's sometimes so hard to tell when they're resetting their health bars. And he's still going for it. Now Urshifu with a big blow. He should be able to get this, easily, right? It's just another day. Another day. And the job
really
was for Urshifu. But Katie on the chase on bot. Nice, what was it called? Illusion dodge there to dodge some damage, but still going to be enough. Zoroark goes down, Blissey goes down, and Snorlax with a heavy slam is also probably going to fall, right? Another boost out take off Mew into Electro Ball with execute damage, and Snorlax is also going to fall. So Radiant with 3 KOs on the spot. Bottom path.
Yeah. We have to wonder what's going to be a bigger difference maker in this match, if it's going to be Mew or it's going to be Urshifu, because we haven't really seen any Urshifus here in NA. Banned out, I think, almost every single, if not every single game.
Yeah.
But Mew has been in a lot of games. Hard to ban it out because there are other Pokemon that you want to deny the enemy of. And every team with a Mew feels like they just get so much from it. It's unbelievably good as Glaceon throwing that Icy Wind, putting some damage here. Snorlax actually getting chipped down here early. Big Scald coming in, pushing him back with the block as Scyther comes in with a huge Unite move, takes Blissey down, 2 down. Glaceon able to pick up that Snorlax. Regirock easy secure here on the side of Radiance.
And even Exodia is very tanky, right? Radiance just has so much damage. Scyther, Icy Wind, Glaceon, the Sky Slowbro, Clefable also rolling a close combat, which also deals a lot of damage. Mew, they just have damage on all their Pokemon. And even though we have Urshifu, Dragonite, Snorlax, and a Blissey, they will still fall. And they have a hard time actually KOing someone back. Especially in these later game team fights, they're going to run out of damage. Even though they have the Urshifu, we still have full heals on the side of Radiance. So, and Glaceon also has the passive, so can't really get knocked out by the Unite move if he plays it safe and doesn't get hit by anything else. Always quite difficult. Exodia still with a point lead, looking for a bot lane push now. And again, the Zoroark is going to keep losing just value in this match. Heavy Slam is going to go in, but it's like Glaceon, Unite, Snorlax knocking up 2-3 with the Unite move. Big Blow is being charged up, but he's dropping super low already. The feint attack is actually going to get Clefable. Nicely played by him into Unite move. Glaceon barely gets away. The fight is just going crazy right now. And what is Zoroark doing? He's diving so deep, and he gets Glaceon somehow. Man, these Zoroark players today as well are quite insane on this Pokemon.
I mean, if you're going to play Zoroark, you better be good
Scyther,
with it. As now everyone's just getting wiped out on the side of Exodia. Scyther coming in, Mew coming in to help clean it up as well. 2 for Scyther, 1 for Mew. Those Solar Beams have been insane for Mew. We're going to see a crazy damage game from this Pokemon. It's going to be so high.
I did call it 200,000 damage. I don't think it will be quite 200,000 damage, but man, Mew is so hard to deal with. Especially if you can't really dive it, right? They have a hard time punishing it. And their Drainage is dying almost to a Sky and 1 Icy Wind. They have so much damage. There's the Urshifu Unite. It's actually going to get Katie right here. Glaceon's going to fall. That's exactly what we need for the South Exodia to happen. But it's 1 minute left until Rayquaza, so its Unite move is going to be quite late. Another Follow Me goes through. Does he have the Draining Kiss? Yes, he doesn't. Clefable in a 1v4, she's going to get the Dragonite. He has to be careful though. If there's cheese, I don't think it heals too much. I have to be a bit careful. Zoroark diving in again. Another feint attack into Shadow Clone feint attack. Oh my god, he flies across the entire screen. It has so much range. What?
I mean, I guess
and he gets the KO.
Once you sort of set it, it's a sure hit, right? And it just flies to wherever the target is at that point. Really impressive. Regieleki, once again, this Regieleki is leashing here. Going to be able to be secured by Bora. Man, this final fight is going to be massive. You've got Scyther on one side or Shifu on the other. This Mew has just been absolutely insane. We're going to have to see what Bloodline is looking to grab here with its Unite move. Is this going to be coming up really soon? Scyther actually able to get this. Dragonite very close to going down right here at 2 minutes, and they're actually jailing it right now, but they maybe gave it too much leash. Oh no, is it going to get home? It is not. Great play there by Radiance. They kept it alive long enough so they could KO it right at the start here of Rayquaza. Jumping in, picking up another KO on the Blissey. Exodia has 2 Pokemon down, 3 Pokemon down. With her Shifu down, they're definitely going for this rip. Snorlax trying to jump in with a heavy slam. Here comes Zoroark. Doesn't seem to matter. Secured right there by the Scald Bro. Big fight for Radiance.
Zoroark running in at half HP, trying to get in, just gets destroyed by one Icy Wind. It looks so funny. And a Penta KO for Scyther. We didn't even notice that. He gets another Penta. That's 6.
Penta.
That is 6 KOs in a row for the Scyther of Radiance. My god, but that looks so funny. Zoroark trying to go for the last hit and just gets destroyed by the Icy Wind. There's the surrender. And Radiance is going to take Exodia in game number 1.
I mean, I think it's funny because there are a lot of moments that you look at as the contributing factor for the win right there. But I think Radiance jailing that Dragonite, and if you don't know what I mean by that, it's keeping it alive. They could KO it. They could have KO'd it 10, 15 seconds or something like that earlier. That might be a slight exaggeration, but it's somewhere in that range. Yeah. Radiance takes game number 2. They qualify for Unite Rivals right away, and they head to our winners finals.
So Exodia the same with first pick. Are they just gonna ban Mew? Are they gonna ban Scyther? I would assume so.
I would probably ban. Well, jeez, I'd probably ban Scyther.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Or just first pick it, right? Ban Mew, first pick Scyther. They go for Slowbro ban. I mean, this guide was very annoying for the team comp, right? I do see it, but it has to be a good first pick right now.
I think these are throwaway bans. I got to assume they're just somewhat.
They just like Eldegoss. Wow. They just think Eldegoss is actually the best Pokemon.
Whoa. Did we just see a Slowbro ban into a first pick Eldegoss? I mean, your Radiance right now can take Scyther and or Shifu if they want.
Yeah, but they go for Blissey instead, which also fair, right?
Works.
Getting the Blissey as beast done before. Maybe Exodia would also pick Blissey Eldegoss in the same rotation, still in the same team. But the Scyther secured. And do they not pick Mew away? Maybe they just like their melee Pokemon. I would for sure consider picking a Mew. I mean, I would pick Mew without even considering it.
Yeah, I think Mew is a no question. I would want Mew right here. I mean,
but they go for these big boys again.
Yeah, big boys.
Trinita and Snorlax. Radiance now. Next. Honestly, I would like to see a Venusaur. I think Venusaur is the underplayed, but they stand for Urshifu as well. They get Urshifu, Mr. Mime.
This is insane on the side of Radiance.
That looks ridiculous.
Look, I love you, Exodia, but are you seeing the team you're up against right now?
That looks like Exodia. That team comp does look like Exodia.
Wow. Radiance just looks insane.
But they get the Mew at least. Like, okay, now I kind of like it. Mew Glaceon. Now I do like Exodia. And a Sylveon last pick for Katie.
Like this team. I do like this setup here. I do. But if you look at Team Radiance, that is a disgusting lineup. I mean,
Urshifu, Scyther, Mime, and Blissey. It's... Oof. That's going to be difficult for Exodia. But, I mean, they probably have a plan. Maybe they really think that these Pokemon are not that insanely overpowered. And they have a plan on beating them.
You know, Chris, I'm dumb here. So,
I don't see
Tyranitar one of the only Pokemon... Like, Tyranitar gets through Wicked Blow's resistance, right? It's just true damage.
I
have no idea.
I actually don't know how that works. That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, gotta sync up. Yeah, are we sync? I think we're still synced, right?
I think we're synced up, probably.
My match is...
I can say when my match starts, I will tell you.
Okay.
Or like, oh, in-game timer. But that's actually a good question. I'm not sure right now. I hear game
Match
sound,
starting.
and it's 58, 57,
57.
56.
Perfect. We're great.
Okay. That's a good question, Jake.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure.
I don't know. I think if it actually moves through the resistance of Urshifu, then it's a great counter to that Pokemon for sure.
But Exodia doesn't run any full heals. They have 0 full heals into Urshifu Unite, so you can pretty much pick any Pokemon you want and just KO it. Doesn't matter if it's Mew, doesn't matter if it's... I mean, Glaceon again has the passive, right? If you get rid of the passive, then you can just... Glaceon... Can you Unite move Glaceon every single time? It's just gonna go down. So they've got to be very careful about this. Some last thing over here, Stocking is now playing the Scyther. So... I'm nice to see not, prioritizing the Mew too much as well, knowing that they can also play other Pokemon. They don't rely on picking the Mew either too much. Bloodline might get bitten right here, but no, goes back to the go in time. And Ham now looking for the Eldegoss evolution. This is a very weak top lane matchup.
Yeah, what a weird matchup in the top lane. And also, it's so bizarre that Sylveon was the one who went center. That just seems so odd to me when you have Urshifu, Scyther. I mean, you have Pokemon who really need experience, and we send it over to Sylveon, which is great, but it's great at level 4.
Yeah, probably should have been some XP sharing, right? Like Radiant's top lane taking the red buff and then Sylveon taking just blue buff for level 4, right? Would have been enough for the Sylveon to be there. But Scyther getting a first KO on bot lane on Snorlax right there. The Sylveon gang is working out in their favor because Glaceon can't really do too much yet without the freeze dry. It struggles. 20 points going for Glaceon, 4 for Blissey, and also some for Scyther. And already 5.5 now. So bot lane of Radiance putting in 47 points. 43 points.
Ooh, and it looks like we actually have a little bit of an invade going on. We've got
It gets away with the blue buff. Oh, was that actually stolen? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, got away with the blue buff. They're trying to chase it out right now. They might punish it. Nope, just eating those berries, making it all the way home, saying hi, and actually ended up taking that red buff, heading back to the center here so they can fight over these 8-minute Altarias. Stocking's getting pretty low right here as they're chasing the Scyther out, and we do have a fight breaking out in the middle of the map. We see that Urshifu is there fighting over at 8. Well, not able to secure it right there, but it looks like they got the rest of them.
I'm actually surprised how much experience they're giving out to the Sylveon. I'm really, really surprised. I would rather just want to see my Scyther get level 9 now as fast as possible. And just have Sylveon be in a lane and just be super annoying, jump into them over and over again with the Mystical Fire. But instead, Sylveon level 8 already, so by far the highest in the match with 2 level lead across the entire board. Stocking still is level 7 on the Scyther as well. And I guess Altaria is about to spawn. The Pupitar only level 6. It's going to take a long time for this Tyranitar to actually be online.
Fighting up here in this top path, charging up this Wicked Blow, just pulling back right now to fight over these Altarias, charging it up, trying to get a good secure right here. Yes, that does go to the side of Radiance, it looks like, as Sylveon is going to run down to the bottom path right now. Again, Sylveon, the highest level Pokemon in the game, which is pretty odd to see.
Yeah, it is very odd, right? Well, it's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to keep going very aggressive right here. It should be very hard to KO right now. Also has Unite move up, and it's going to reduce Mew's damage. And Eldegoss is healing, right, with the Mystical Fire charges. Reducing special attack as well. Scyther picking up Snorlax on the right side, and now Katie's just zoning 3 characters at the same time with Mystical Fire Sylveon. They have no chance. It reduces their damage over and over again of all these 3 Pokemon. It's going to keep on diving. Glaceon with the Unite move now. It's going to get Scyther. So these 1 KO. The Sword even comes through. Katie's dropping super low. Doesn't have Unite move anymore. Could this be enough for a KO? I don't think it is. Urshifu with the big blow is going to charge it up, reduce its damage, and Icy Wind is not going to do all too much to it. They're just going to look for the dive maybe. But he just charged up the big blow and he just takes 30% less damage.
What an impressive fight there from Radiance, just using, like you said, that Sylveon to just push out the entire enemy team, zone them off. A Mystical Fire, highest level Pokemon in the game, Mystical Fire, Sylveon, zoning off everyone on Exodia, and they could just easily secure in that bottom path, having Urshifu there. Really interesting.
Oh, but look at the Icy Wind damage. What? Throat Chop eject button in, and he's gonna get Glaceon. Wonderful played by the Urshifu player. They're gonna look for a top cap now. He's gonna get those 30 points in. Exodia is not there to defend it, but he actually didn't realize it. He could have went for it. Maybe someone lets Mime to stack a few more points. Could have also been it. Before they go for the KO on the goal. The KO on the goal. Before they finish off the goal. And,
with its HP, you got to KO all that HP.
Exactly,
on the
right?
goal right there. Rex jumping in with a big heavy slam, but it's in a lot of trouble. Scyther looking to chase down this KO, getting pushed back by the confusion right there. And we do have an objective that they're fighting over here at the top path a little bit. Scyther and Urshifu just melting that away as we have Bloodline and Katie here on the Mystical Fire Sylveon. Once again, zoning the enemy team out. Objective secured on the side of Radiance, but we now have Bora Reach on that Tyranitar. It's got a top hat, it's got a coat on, and it's ready to party.
But they still have 0 points on the board right now. 0 points for Exodia. 5 minutes into the match. I don't know if Mew has second glasses on, but this always means that in case they have second Pokemon, right, they have 0 so far.
That's true.
Can look for the push right here. That could be the first attempt. H-Pose being charged. It's going to go into Scyther, but yes, fully healed. They just disappear instantly. 3 KOs instantly for the Radiance. 4, they just disappeared. They just completely disappeared. There's the Scyther power. Triple KO for it. Presses Unite move. Everything just dies.
Yeah,
My
Scyther
God.
is so incredibly strong right now. The craziest speedster essentially in the game. It's assassin Pokemon that can use a Unite move and KO just about anybody on the board, including apparently a Tyranitar. And now the level lead is really not looking good for Exodia here either. Got a level 11 Scyther to deal with on the enemy team. Regirock being chipped away at right here. No one's actually down there really to secure it on the side of Radiance. And it looks like this is going to go over to Exodia unless they peel off of it right here. Only Blissey is here. Regirock is quite low, but they're not able to secure it just yet. Mime coming in, and it looks like it is picked up by Mew.
By which other Pokemon could it be picked up by Bloodband or getting Solar Beamed as well? But here's the Focus Band. It's going to keep him alive, and Mew's going to get taken down by the Sivir in the end, who's going to get dropped now. Mime is also going to go down, and Exodia with a kind of comeback into the fight, but Scyther's back. Has Unite move up again? It just used the top side, has it up again. Almost has no cooldown with the Energy Amplifier as well. Couldn't find too much though. And Exodia still can't, even though they get some KOs right here. And the Rage still can't score points. It's still 0.
0 to 204. God, Radiant's looking so good here. Even without the Mew, just looking incredible. They have a level 12 Scyther on their side, but we do have Glaceon picking up some levels right now.
Yeah, for sure. The Glaceon can still be a difference maker. So I mean, Exodia has a lot of damage for this late game still. It just all comes down to the Scyther Blissey, which is going to be very hard to deal with. As long as Scyther jumps in with the Blissey Unite, they're all going to get knocked up. They're all going to take so much damage. And then if Scyther gets one reset, the teamfight might just be over. But they find Urshifu here. Good pick off for Exodia. And I think Blissey's also going to fall. With the true damage, the shield's not going to matter off the goal. And he has double KO for the Glaceon in the end. Mime is also going to die. He's actually Unite moving. I mean, it's Mime. He's going to have it back up. And there's the first points. They will score 113 points instantly. And Exodia just back in the match instantly, right? With this pick off, with these 3 KOs.
That was great. I think Mime will have that Unite move back. It's got a pretty low cooldown, but you're right, just throwing it at the rest of the team there. Not much they could do in that moment. And now we're kind of seeing what I think we're hoping for with this Tyranitar, which is it doesn't matter what shields you have. It doesn't matter what damage resistance you have. I think that's correct. And we're just going to take you out with this true damage.
For sure, 30 seconds left for Rayquaza to spawn. And level 14 Glaceon. It's going to be the highest level in the game right now. So even though Radiance were ahead in the entire match, they actually don't have the highest Pokemon anymore. Sylveon only stuck on level 12. It was so high level the entire match. And then we also have Tyranitar level 13. So experience-wise, Exodia is currently ahead. Surprisingly.
Exodia is ahead, but Radiance is ahead on score. Positioning-wise, they are pushing them out of this pit right now. Looks like Tyranitar actually moving in. Snorlax, this could be the start of the fight right here. Snorlax pushing in. They're trying to chase down this Blissey. It is extremely low. Blissey pulling out here, and it looks like, Sylveon's in a lot of trouble right now, having to use its Unite move to escape. Luckily, it can heal up through that. We still have Mime. It has its Unite. We have Scyther. It has not headed into the fight yet. There's the Bliss assistance on the Scyther, meaning this Unite move can rip apart the enemy team as the Mime Unite comes in. Mime is actually going down here. Sylveon is going down. Gosh, there's the Scyther Unite. They're trying to pick up some KOs. They're able to get 3 down, possibly. No, taking down 4 down on the side of Radiance, 3 up still on the side of Exodia as they are pushing this Urshifu out of this Rayquaza. Urshifu can still secure this here. Rayquaza is just being chipped by these Pokemon right now. We've got Bora on the T-Tar. We've got the Mew watching it here. They're trying to keep them out of the pit. Here comes the secure, and they get it with Tyranitar.
More Exodia turning this game around. They just have much better late game with the Tyranitar as well. As you mentioned, the Ice Beam Glaceon just being much better Pokemon than the Sylveon. And they're going to start looking for the scores now, but they still need to score. Do they even have shields left? They still need to score at least 100 points. Tyranitar is going to lose the shield for sure, right? Ancient Ball is being charged. He's going to look for this, but you get 50 points in, or like 48. Oh no, there's going to be 100, right? But the true damage of Urshifu is able to stop this over and over again. Can he stop Eldegoss from scoring? He's trying so hard. Radiance is still ahead right now, 45 points. Go in though. Can they still stop him? The true damage of Urshifu. I can't believe it.
This is unbelievable. Oh, Mew still has 50 points.
Oh.
Okay, so Mew is on like a secret covert mission right now, Chris. It is trying to find its way across the map. It can't let anyone know that it has a shield. I don't know if members of Radiance know that it has a shield and they're looking for it right now. But it's trying to sneak in. Oh, never mind.
Tyranitar gets 100 in anyways. And now Mew's going to sneak into the mid as well.
Beautiful.
Oh my. And Exodia is going to take
369.
the second game with a
Wow.
late game teamfight win. Getting Rayquaza's way, being able to zone out the Urshifu, not getting it stolen. That's how it should be. And we head into another third match.
Wow, incredible fight there. I got to tell you, it was fun kind of watching Solid Snake Mew there for a second, not knowing that Tyranitar also had points. Happened 379, 204, tying up the series. Exodia, Radiance.
So they gave up all these OP Pokemon and still beat them. So maybe they know something we don't.
Guess so. I mean, when you look at the team composition of Radiance, you really think that they're probably going to win this thing.
Yeah,
That being said, they're amazing Pokemon on the side of Exodia. And again, we talked about this earlier. Mew is winning all of these games. Mew is the thing that's winning games.
The Savior looked great in early game, but it just doesn't do as much as the main damage dealer, right? It's the main damage dealer in late game.
Dodrio and Eldegoss band. I wonder what it is about the Dodrio.
Maybe they have a very good Dodrio player on Exodia that you just try to respect. And they're talking the Scyther.
Scyther right away. Exodia looking, I'm guessing possibly for Urshifu, but maybe they grabbed the Mew. Wow, they grabbed Slowbro
themselves, yeah. Because they pick only physical attack Pokemon, maybe so. Actually, last pick they picked some special attackers last game. But this time, are they going to go for the Urshifu? Yes, they lock in the Urshifu. Slowbro, that's a much better start. I do like to see that. And now Stockings is going to for sure pick up the Mew. I mean, why would you not? And I would like to see a Blissey being picked. I would, yeah, it has to be a Blissey, right? Nothing else would make sense, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I have to assume Blissey
exactly
here. Now the question is, what is Exodia going to bring in? I don't think they're going to try to pick out Tyranitar right now.
They have to be careful if they don't pick Mr. Mime right here. Radiance could also still pick up a Mime. Would be quite scary. Glaceon. And they might lack us any supports then.
No way!
Oh, again, we have the Zoroark.
Zoroark coming back in. We're not done today. Zoroark is back, baby. Let's go.
Do we see another Mr. Mime? Maybe no, a Clefable instead. Could be a Draining Kiss Clefable and a Cramorant. Wow. All right, I didn't I didn't expect whatsoever.
Is something wrong? Are we remaking?
Maybe it's the Gravity to counter the Zoroark.
Well, Gravity is a great Zoroark counter. Okay.
I mean, Cramorant is a great Pokemon. It's just two special tech backline Pokemon is always a bit maybe questionable, but I mean, I like Cramorant. He's a great Pokemon.
I like Cramorant as well. This is just a very odd team, and I feel like I'll tell you, I don't think I would have guessed Cramorant if he gave me 20 guesses for their last.
For sure not. I mean, yeah, I would have expected maybe like a tank, a defender, some frontline, or maybe another like a Machamp or something, another all-rounder maybe. And Exodia, but did they just last pick a Snorlax?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay, that is very interesting draft as well again from Exodia. Again, you can never really expect what they're going to pick. No Mr. Mime being played in this third match. No Sableye as well again. No one's picking Sableye. I think Sableye could do something in these games.
I totally agree.
But again, I'm happy it's getting ignored. You know, I don't mind if it's being ignored.
Here we go. Radiance, Exodia. We are loading into this game. Again, this game is going to decide which one of these teams is going to move on to our winners finals. And it's also going to decide which one of these teams secures their spot in Unite Rivals coming up very soon against EU versus NA.
Yeah, for sure. And again, we have the Zora with a Slowpoke going towards spot. So if maybe invades happening, it's actually crazy, right? We have not seen any invades for such a long time in these tournaments now anymore. It barely happens. There used to be a patch or like just like two tournaments ago. Every game was an invade. There was not a single game without an invade being happening. And now it's back to just no one invading anymore. I think it's because people realize that just guarding your entrance just kind of denies it and you waste a lot of time. Stockings might fall right here. And Exodia with 2 KOs already. Top path and bot path win at the same time.
Wow. Really great. Moving back, grabbing another stack right here. Again, this Pokemon dominates early and actually securing that as well. Zoroark might have its level 5 before the birds spawn here in the middle, which could be really huge for Exodia.
That's going to be so much damage. And he's going to get level 5 right here. Going probably for the feint attack again, like he did in game 1. And now we also have an Urshifu. This time Exodia going also Urshifu into the jungle for their team to get level 5 fast. Katie now, let's be careful. Bloodline's getting caught, and there's the final slash of the feint attack. And getting an easy KO on the Shenzi.
I didn't even realize they threw Cramorant in the center. Wow.
Yeah, and double KO on bot. Cramorant also going down against this faint attack. No chance. And on top is also getting chased down. The Ripper on the Shifu is so much slowing down. They both pick up a berry and make it out alive barely, but so many points going. They still can't defend their goal. And 74 points already in total for Exodia. So their early game is just looking incredible right now. Another big blow is being charged. Look at this damage.
Huge
Off
punch
HP.
into that Scyther. That's so mean. And now heading back to this bottom path, look at this level 6 Zoroark down here, really running amok in this bottom path right now.
So again, if people don't know how to
pushing in
combo
with the
it, you
feint.
kind of just go in once with your other move, and then you feint attack, use your other move again, feint attack, use your other move again, and then you go into, I think, your final attack. I think it's even faster than I'm just saying right now. It's so fast, it happens very fast. You just have to press your button super fast. And there we go again. Looking for it right now. There's the feint attack, but use on the turrets of the Cramorant. I think he messed up a tiny bit, but Cramorant does fall in the end anyways. Picked up by Glaceon. And Exodia is kind of running away with this game right now.
Yeah, they're looking amazing here in game number 3. Coming in, going on this Mew right now. Oh, massive surf as Mew is able to pull out. They are going to score on this goal right now. And actually, they're going to, wow, leave it with 1. I couldn't do the math that fast. And I know all the numbers, Chris. Snorlax is getting pushed back right here. Cramorant with the air slash. Another surf. Big boosted, and it looks like it's secured there. Slowbro just walking right in front of it, face tanking that Mew boosted. And Snorlax lives as they go to re-engage on this fight.
Yeah, wonderful by Slowbro, blocking the boosted auto attack, making sure that Snorlax lives, but Snorlax almost died to the ricocheting boosted auto attack of Cramorant stick. He literally lived on 1 HP. You couldn't even see his HP bar anymore. It was very funny to see. And now that Reggie's spawning, his surf is going in. Also interesting having the surf right here. And he's dropping quite low. The heavy slam goes onto Claybill, who has the eject button out. And there's Zoroark, but he misses the final slash. Auto aims it, I think, probably onto the wrong Pokemon. And already see it's going to get stop being taken. We have a big blow and a icy wind. Should be enough damage right here. There's the big blow. It does so much damage. It's also going to get Clefable. They're going to start jumping on Cramorant now. Blissey's also going to fall. And Exodia with a huge teamfight win. Wow.
And here we have in our top path, Radiance's member, the Scyther, is just staying top as we actually have more points raining into this tier 2 goal, being pushed back with a block here from Snorlax as they're trying to get home. One of them might go down. Heavy Slam pushing them away. Cram trying to chase a little bit, but they realize they cannot get them. Exodia gets all of that, and they're unpunished. 82 to 224. Beautiful illusion dodging that boosted right there. Nice.
And always like, also funny when this Pokemon came out and people were like, Illusion is such a useless ability. But it's literally like a, it's invulnerability, it's an iframe you can use. It is like a future beta item that's coming out, a Shedinja doll. And it's just amazing. You can just press it, you can dodge stunts with it, you can dodge damage with it. And it can be used in teamfights. Ridgelake is being picked up for Exodia as well. Relentless is just actually being relentless. Finding all these KOs on the feint attacks. Cramorant Unite's looking for some counter KOs maybe. But Rex is so tanky on the Slowbro. Big Blow is going to finish off Scyther. Glaceon Unite is there as well. They're going to keep on chasing. Another feint attack. Going to the final attack. Glaceon is going to finish off Clefable. And they're going to keep pushing. Double KO for the Glaceon in the end. Ridgelake goes in. Sets the goal to 2. So which means that Glaceon can now put in 40 and have a huge overcap. 284 points already, and it's going to keep chasing. Stalking is having a huge issue in this game on the Mew.
My God. Exodia is crushing it right now in this game, and one of the biggest things is relentless, as you said before, being relentless on the Zoroark, and it feels like it is countering this Mew so hard. I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon counter Mew the way this feint attack Zoroark is. They have shut it down at every single fight inside this game. It's now 3 levels lower than Zoroark.
Yeah, it's insane. Feint attack Zoroark might be something that actually can be good. It's just, as soon as you play it well, it looks amazing. Really. And now the fight's gonna break out again. Scyther's jumping in. Big Blow is really not doing all too much. Heavy Slam's gonna land on 2. The block's going to try to peel. And Scyther's diving very deep. And he's gonna find Glaceon with the Sword Dance activation. It's gonna get this KO. This Unite also going to Scyther for a shield and more damage. But they can't really do anything more with it. Solar Beam is gonna miss. And they're gonna go for this Regice. Can somehow Big Blow. Shifu make a way through. I can't. Another Solar Beam into Draining Kiss is gonna finish him off as well. Snorlax is gonna fall, and Radiance with a huge comeback team fight now. They're gonna go score 17, they're gonna score 40, and maybe another 24. And are they gonna finish off this goal? Yes, they will. 20 overcap, closing the gap a tiny bit.
I mean, they needed something, right? They were
Yes.
so far behind that I think that's a really good position for them to be in, especially with that top goal up, because they're not too far down here, even though Cramorant getting a little too
Oh,
deep
Katie.
in that fight right there. But a beautiful fight there from Radiance. It seems like they finally got into the position they wanted to. And of course, part of it was just Scyther going in there and ripping everything to shreds. Right now, Exodia just trying to take this Regieleki, and it doesn't look like they're even going to have to put up a fight on the side of Radiance here. They're just going to let that walk towards their tier 2 and fight for it. Bloodline, knowing that they're all
I
up
do
there,
like this.
looking for a sneaky little score here. I love this play.
For sure, the Regieleki is just gonna get defended anyways, right? Like, it's so easy to defend it, most likely. Unless something very bad happens, especially with, like, Clefable being caught right here. This could be something bad happening. It's gonna get picked off. Maybe they just curse them. There's slow that's being used. They just want to push this in. They want to just win by points, I think, right now. And they're gonna probably push it in. Katie's dropping super low. Cramon's gonna go down the surface there, trying to buy time. And I think Regieleki's actually gonna go in this time. Blissey's also gonna fall. I think I just Castle Curse them. Clefable's back with a huge Draining Kiss. It's gonna roll fly. It's gonna fly up. It's gonna find some KOs maybe. It's still alive right now. Looking for another Draining Kiss. It's still buying time. What is this Clefable doing? It's a kill. He defends it. He defends it. Cramorant with the Ignite move now. But Exodia, they don't use the single member either. With this Clefable. What?
What a hero move from Draining Kiss Clefable. Then I thought the second it got its Unite move, oh, this is going to be great. But once it flew into the air, I thought, well, now obviously Regieleki's going to walk, right? Perfect. Slammed right back down. Incredible defense right there by Radiance. That almost turned into possibly a game-losing fight.
Yeah, if that Regieleki goes in, they would have been so far behind already that they would have to force a very bad fight, most likely. It's always difficult to play when you have the ones that has to force a fight. It just allows for mistakes to happen. Registeal for the last 2 minutes as well now. It's gonna get taken. Both teams are walking in. Rex is rocking super, super deep on this. And they're just gonna maybe get Clefable right here. Registeal dropping loose, gonna get it. It's going over to Glaceon somehow. Is able to pick it up. And Zorak on the back now. He's getting 1. He's getting 2. With the final attack as well. Getting, I think, 2 KOs in total.
Yeah, 2 KOs in total as we have 8 seconds now until Ray is spawning. Exodia is in the pit ready to do this, and they have Urshifu. They're going to start hitting this right away. Radiance is going to have to do something. The second they turn in, Relentless is looking to grab that Mew and get a big KO. They are starting this. Radiance needs to move in right now. Exodia is well aware of that as Stockings is moving around the top with Mew. It's getting very low. Here comes the secure from Urshifu. Of course, Urshifu secures it right there. 5 running in the top, and we do have Mew taken down. Exodia looking to put in 500 points right now, Chris.
And they might just qualify playing a feint attack Zorak. I think Radiant's just taking way too long. They had to just fight, right? I think this happens a lot. People are too scared to just walk in even outnumbered. You have to. If Rayquaza goes down, the game is over. And you're playing against a big blow Shifu. If he is on point with its timing, you have no chance of getting it. And they just took too long and they just didn't want to fight. And now Exodia might just moving into the top 4 right here. With a feint attack Zorak. He's going in again. He looks for the Scyther. We're going to live on 1 HP. 1 minute left, and there's more than 500 points difference. Can Radiance believe? Are you a Radiance believer?
I mean, this is hard. This is really hard. We also still have shields on members of Exodia. I think I would have to say this looks like an impossible feat for Radiance. I would love to be proven wrong right here, but what a fight from Exodia there in that pit. They just knew that there was nothing Radiance could do. They have an Urshifu, and they're 2 members down. It's time to rip. Relentless, possibly going down here to Scyther. Yes, it does go down. They're pushing towards these goals. 38 seconds left, Chris.
Yeah, 35 seconds left, more than 500 points to go. They don't have that much energy. That's the issue, right? Pushing these goals is so difficult. Scyther's only going to fall. Radiance is losing member after member. Katie's dropping super, super low. They still have Rayquaza sheets on Icy Wind Glaceon, which increases the damage. So look at this right here. Icy Wind. Chunky Mew, almost from 100 to 0. And 70 seconds are left. That's going to be a game. So Exodia is going to be our second team that makes it to the North America Top 4 Unite Rabbits tournament. They're going to play next weekend on Saturday against 3 other NA teams and then face a European team on Sunday. So congrats to them. I think that's very unexpected. No one had them on their, whatever is it called, on their list.
No, I mean,
no one.
Incredible plays from Exodia, making it all the way here. They're heading to your winners finals. They're going to face off against the world champions. I'm extremely impressed by them. Incredible. I mean, also Radiance. What a performance from both of these teams. What a series. That was incredible.